What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Bass Union. So we got a little different kind of video today. We're in the shop catching up with orders, and I have a pile of jigs right here I'm gonna tie. We have multiple steps in the process. We pour them, we paint them, we bake them, to harden that powder coat finish. And so I literally just pulled these things out of the oven and they're ready to tie now. So after I tie them, then we put the weed guards in and it's a finished product. After we bag it, we ship it out and get it to you guys. Got about 30 jigs or so right here, and just gonna have some fun and have a little chat with you guys. And if you guys like this type of thing, hang out and let's get to tying. So this first order, we're calling for 5 matte brown 1/2 ounce finesse footballs and 5 black brown 1/2 ounce. We already got one set up. The thread I'll be using today, Danville flat wax nylon. Been using this stuff for years. It's really thin. It wraps nice and even on the head. So with our jig heads, we have a really small collar here that forces the flare out with the living rubber, and that's actually what we're using today is living rubber. So this stuff, when you tie it on, it flares out and floats in the water, so it makes like a big poof ball. So we're gonna get started and do our little base wraps. Do our matte brown. Good coverage on that. I don't use the tool. I do all my wraps by hand. I find that with living rubber, it's not necessary. It's just an extra thing you would use that's not necessary. There we go. First jig down, 1/2 ounce Bass Union finesse football. 4 more to go. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's absolutely dumping out there right now. Got a lot of rain coming. I'm ahead for the forecast. Actually planning on getting up at Shasta this weekend. So if any of you guys are up there, holler at me. Planning on going Sunday. Sunday's the game plan. Saturday, probably hang out, do some honeydews, spend some time with the wife. There we go. 3 more. So we got a ton of tournaments up there at Shasta the next month or so. So we need to start getting some time in up there. It's going to be completely different conditions, the way the fish are biting compared to the last time I was up at Shasta. So this first tournament I'll be fishing is the new gen teams. So looking forward to that one. And I think after that we have the new gen pro-am. Then there's a Phil's prop team tournament. And after that, you got one bass at the end of the month. So quite a few tournaments all just back to back in January. Down, 1 more to go. Yeah, I've been trying to step it up on the video game. I've been trying to do at least 1 or 2 videos a week, and tell you what, it is not easy. In between this, keeping up with the business, and the jigs, and trying to get to the gym every day. Tell you what, not easy, but doesn't mean I'm not going to do it. So appreciate all you guys that have been, following along and, encouraging me and keep this thing going. So I do it for you guys, and also because I love it. I'd still be making videos even if I wasn't making a living doing it. I'd still be making videos. So I enjoy it. I love teaching people and showing, kind of my experiences on the water, good or bad. So it's pretty cool. So this customer wanted black brown, ½ ounce. So you see I did a full tab up top and basically a quarter tab of my secondary color on the bottom. So it's just enough to give it that accent color that we need. I'm gonna move this down just a hair and back. That way it's all looking good. There we go. So that's the black brown. One down. Yeah, start out with these base wraps, get some good coverage, then we know that thing ain't going nowhere. Really yank on it. Do my main color, 2 or 3 wraps just to hold it in place, and then I'll cover this thing up, maybe, I don't know, 15 to 20 wraps just to lock it in place so it don't go anywhere. Another one down. Got 3 more to go on this order. And all these orders, they have other jigs in there too. Like this one's got darter heads, underspins, and then these, these football jigs. We're just going to show you the tying part of this whole thing, just to keep it simple. Just because I think there's a lot of interest in tying jigs. People want to learn, and it's cool. It's something you don't learn overnight. I've been doing this for about, I don't know, 7 or 8 years now, just tying jigs, and professionally been doing it since 2018. So it's been a lot of cool. And if I could share a little bit of knowledge with you guys, I'd be more than happy to. And I'm not going to go out of my way and show you everything. I'll show you little bits and pieces, but I figured all this stuff out on my own. So if this is something you want to do, you got to put in that work. You got to put in that effort. I'm not going to hold your hand and show you everything, but I will show you little bits and pieces of it. So got 2 more on this one. So far so good. Number 4. Yeah, I love how this rubber flares out after you really cinch it down, and that collar makes it even more dramatic compared to your traditional, collar. Most of these jigs, when you buy them, they have like a really big collar for like rubber, rubber collared skirts, that you can take on and off. But we don't do any of that over here. So we tie everything by hand. It's actually all done by me personally. So when you order a jig or you get one off Tackle Warehouse, this is exactly what you're getting. You're getting one tied by me. So that order's done. Next one up, we have some more finesse footballs. This one's calling for 3 matte brown 1/2 ounce and 3 brown green pumpkin 1/2 ounce. So I like to start out with the easy ones first, just get them out the way. So we'll do the matte brown. Yeah, 1/2 ounce is probably my favorite jig head size when it comes to these finesse footballs. You know, I can fish it up shallow, I can fish it out deep. You know, just super versatile. And this time of year, you know, these fish, they're in a transition. You know, some of them, you know, they'll be out deep, some of them are really shallow. You just never know. So it's good to have a tool that you can use that's versatile. So I just keep one of these on the deck, but if I find that, you know, they're in a specific zone, say they're up right on the bank, you know, I can throw this, or I can pick up like a 1/4 ounce or a 3/8 ounce and just target that zone, get a little slower fall, give a little bit more time to, you know, pick it up on the drop, or, you know, to look at it before it hits the bottom. But I don't know, sometimes they like that faster fall. And a 1/2 ounce is just like the perfect fall rate. I will say, I'm dragging one of our 1 tons, little 1 ounce jigs. That's a lot of fun too. If you know you're going to be fishing super deep, or you're going to be stroking the jig, which is basically just popping it really hard, kind of like a spoon, you know, pop it, lift it up off the bottom, let it fall back down, and that 1 ounce just falls super quick, and it just creates a reaction bite. Or you could just dredge the bottom with them. You know, I've caught fish down in like, I don't know, 80 plus, I mean even deeper with that 1 ton. Even a 1/2 ounce. I mean, it just takes that much longer to hit the bottom though. So, you know, play with your weight sizes, because those things, they make a difference. Your weight is like everything. That makes, you know, that adjusts the fall rate on your baits, your presentations, just gives those fish a completely different look. Now we got done with matte browns. We're gonna do the matte brown green pumpkin now. So we're gonna do 1/2 brown, basically a full tab. I got my little 1/4 tab, green pumpkin. Brown green pumpkin right there. One down. Drop one. All right, here we go. Two down, one more to go. Yeah, right before Christmas, everybody was getting their orders in, and tell you what, y'all were kicking my butt. But I appreciate all the support. You guys are, you know, keep me in this thing, and it's just been so much fun meeting you guys on the water, you know, getting to chat with you guys in the comments and interact with everybody. You know, all these guide trips I've done in the past, and you know, doing these tournaments and stuff. I mean, I've literally, my whole life has now been devoted to bass fishing. So I can honestly say I might be one of the few people out here in California that is actually fishing full time for a living. And it's all thanks to you guys. You know, wouldn't be able to do this without all your support for these jigs, you know, and just the channel and everything. So it doesn't go unnoticed. So we got done with that order. This is the last one right here. We have 4 half-ounce matte brown and 4 quarter-ounce matte brown as well. Matte brown, it's probably one of my most popular colors. You know, we have what, 32 colors total in the lineup, and matte brown is, I mean, it's my favorite. I mean, it's my favorite for a reason. You could take that thing anywhere and it just gets bit. So we got 4 of these. Now let's quit lollygagging and get to it. You know, I don't do anything crazy. You know, I don't have any little, you know, pizzazz to these things as I'm tying them. You know, I'm just trying to be as efficient as possible, and so I can get these things out to you guys as fast as possible. But this is literally what I do, how I take them and fish them for myself. So I know they're going to catch fish for you guys. I see all the pictures you guys send me, and that's super sick. Just straight up matte brown. Yeah, with these, you know, you can use your trailer as an accent color. You know, a lot of the time you'll see me using like that double tail grub. It's like a brown shade too, but then it's got like some purple and black flake in there. I mean, that's all you need. You know, perfect little accent color. Or like you throw a green pumpkin with the brown. I do that a lot. Or go brown purple, green pumpkin trailer. Or you know, a trailer I used to throw all the time was that Rage Craw, that Strike King Rage Craw, Falcon Lake Craw. That was the deal. But I don't know, I just kind of gotten away from that. I've been throwing more double tail grubs than anything. Maybe I should go back to it just to, you know, see how the fish like it. Maybe I haven't seen it in a minute. That's 3 down. Good coverage on there, that way you can really cinch on it, and you know that rubber ain't gonna go nowhere. That's what I like about the string I'm using, the flat wax nylon. When you cinch it down between the wax and then the friction of this living rubber, when you cinch it down, it really grips. And that, I've literally never had any of these rubber skirts come off. You know, they've held up year after year. I mean, I still got jigs in my box from a few years ago, and they're still holding up, looking brand new. You just want to make sure with these rubber jigs, they will dry out. So, you know, when you store them, just leave them in a, you know, like I use like a waterproof Plano box. It's kind of, you know, locked, it has like a locking lid to it. So, you know, no moisture, and also air, because the air, it'll dry out this rubber. So you don't want that. You want to have a nice waterproof box, so your jigs will last a long time. Got 2 more. I mean, look at the difference, the 1/4 ounce and the 1/2 ounce. So this guy's good for dredging bottom. You know, shallow, deep. 1/4 ounce is good for, you know, that slow fall. When that thing's falling off a ledge, it's really taking its time on the drop and giving those fish an opportunity to actually smack it before you hit the bottom. So 1/4 ounce is definitely a sleeper. That, or, you know, you're fishing a body of water that's super shallow. You know, sometimes you have to have that lighter weight. counts. Oh, did I say 2 more to go? Wow, I'm way off. Now I got 2 more to go. These can't even count. So what does a jig look like in the water? You know, all said and done, by the time you put a trailer on this thing, I mean, most of the time you're trying to imitate like a crawdad. You know, do the bass actually think it's a crawdad down there? You know, sometimes maybe they think it's like a goby or something, or like a little sculpin or whatever you call it. You know, just down there, and it's, I don't know, it's just something different. And that skirt, you know, when it flares out, it just looks like a little poof ball, right? So it just stands out and gets their attention. And it looks like something that's in like defensive mode, you know. And those bass, you know, they're so curious. I mean, they're like cats, right? You know, something gets their attention. You can entice them and try to make them bite. So this is the last one right here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is just a little quick tie-in session. And after this, I'll bag all these suckers up, or before we bag them, I'll actually put weed guards, bag these things up, and get these orders out to you guys. We got 3 orders done, roughly around 30 jigs. So if you guys enjoyed this type of video, let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll do another one. You know, every day, you know, I'm catching up with orders between this, going to the lake, filming videos, guide trips. It's all just a lot of fun. And once again, just want to say thank you to everybody. All your support, you know, it helps me keep, you know, pursuing my dream. Thank you so much. And till the next one, you guys have a great day.